And so it looks like Tiffany's here and Troy.
Oh.
And Scott.
Oh, hey, everyone.
We're down at the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of hard to see through the trees, but we're at the lake.
But we are. It's so peaceful down here.
So I invited, okay, so let's see here. I wonder if I can push this back. I invited Aunt Lynn out for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought maybe I'd bring you guys with us because we're having lunch. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, so maybe I'll come sit next to you. That might be easiest. Sorry, we're technical difficulties here.
Oh, never.
Never technical. I've already had one with this.
Never, never, never.
Never, 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 ever, ever, ever technical difficulties. Can you hand me my drink?
I started to say, would you like all your food and your drink?
Yeah, I think I might like
You're having a powerhouse lunch today.
I am. You want to see what I'm having for lunch?
Right.
I went to Taco Bell. So I'm having a cantina bowl. It's a chicken one. High protein. Because I'm trying to eat more. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we can eat. How is everybody doing?
How's Tiffany and Scott?
I know. And oh, Jesse's girl is in. Lisa's here.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, hey. So yeah, you were wondering. Yeah. So I set the live up yesterday.
Yes.
Because I asked if you'd want to go live with me.
Right.
And guess your girl put it in private. I realized it. I called Scott. I was at Taco Bell and I went, Scott, I made a boo-boo. Never. So I'm always having technical difficulties. So if you don't mind, get you some lunch, get you a snack, and hang out with us for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I am a dork. I'm such a dork. So Aunt Lynn, I was thinking about this on the way up. You have a thing for horses. Can you tell me the story about that?
Well, when I was a young teenager, I was raised on a racehorse farm. Your mom, your uncle, and I. And they were standard bred horses. They were not your thoroughbreds. They were standard breds. And they were also what we call a pacer. They wore hobbles. And
is that what that means? A pacer.
A pacer has a hobble around their legs, and it changes their gait.
Oh.
So they were pacers.
Okay.
And our uncle, before he retired he was young when he retired, younger than when he started to retire. Though he started studying horse bloodlines.
Oh, okay.
And he really started studying. Now, I don't remember that because I'm young. I'm a young girl at that time.
Sure.
And he studied if he were going to buy a horse, some mares, a couple of mares, who would he buy? Because he wanted to have good mares for good stock.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess from what I gathered, he bought two sisters. After he studied. So the first
Josh, that's awesome.
The first horse that came out of one of the sisters, now you got to remember, this is way back, late 50s.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Right, very early 60s. That horse won over $300,000.
That's like multi-million dollars
today. And you have to remember, it was his first horse that he put in races, that he signed up for races. Oh, he didn't sign him up for every race he could.
Right.
Because, he had no idea that horse was going to take off and do that.
Right.
But here's the thing. People said that everything that our uncle, your great uncle, touched, great? Okay, uncle touched.
Right, wait a
minute. Turned to gold. He was my uncle.
He'd be my great uncle.
Right, your great uncle.
Okay.
Everything that he touched turned to gold. Jeez. He one time bought a filly out of Chicago at an auction.
Okay.
She won something like 25 out of 27 starts. He just bought her. But he studied bloodlines. He studied her genealogy.
Smart man.
Yeah, before I ever knew about genealogy, you're the first one in our family that started family genealogy.
Yeah, I have done genealogy, and it's really cool because one of the things that I found out was that, let's see here, nobody told me lunchtime. Go get lunch, Joe. It's lunchtime. We're having Taco Bell. And Josh, real quick, he said he's been working hard, and he's got the clear coat on all the lures,
Oh.
which works perfect because we're sitting at a lake. Man, it'd be nice to have one of those lures right now to go fishing. But okay,
would.
so I've done the DNA, and I didn't quite know. Grandma really at that point hadn't told me at that point that our family comes from England, and I always
Yes.
found that interesting because I lived over in England for 4 years. We were in Suffolk. If you guys like, it's on the east side of England, where Cambridge is at.
Wow.
And we lived there for 4 years. We lived in a little village called Brandon for a little bit, and then we moved up onto the RAF Lakenheath military installation there and lived there for a while. It's so funny because I still remember my zip code, which is kind of funny, but anyhow, but I love all things England too,
Oh. Yeah.
which you do too, right?
Well, let me say, my son went with you and Sir Grace to a huge store.
Oh, we went to Jungle Gyms.
Went to Jungle Gyms, and he bought me a tin of shortbread cookies.
It was Walker's.
Walker's shortbread cookies with King Charles' picture on the front. Okay. And so, of course, the Walker cookies have been gone now for a couple of weeks. But I am replacing those cookies. And so now I am using it so cameraman and I went yesterday to a store where we bought 2 types of cookies. So now I just love it as my shortbread cookie tin.
I bought one identical to you because I showed your son the Walker's tin.
Oh.
And I did the same thing, and I kept the tin, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it just yet. But I don't care for Walker's cookie, the butter cookies as much. They've got kind of a different tang to me.
They have a tang.
But I like McVitie's, which is a digestive, is what they call it. Sounds kind of
Right.
gross to me when hearing a digestive, but that's what they call it. And it's really good, like to have like I get the plain one, like without the chocolate and the
Right.
caramel, and I'll just have a cup of tea. PG Tips,
Yes.
which is English.
You also recommended and he bought for me.
Hey, Scotty, welcome in. Hey, real quick, let me just say hi to people. Hey,
All
hey,
right.
Joe and Des, and let's see. I'm making sure I go back through here because don't want to miss anybody. Conquest Josh is in the house.
Josh?
Musgrave Family Farm is in the house, and Tiffany. So thank you so much. So,
Yes.
so then you like watching all things British shows too.
I just checked out at the local library. I just checked out an Austen movie, but it was a modern one. It was Lost in Austen Land. I watched it 3 times before I took it back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if that gives you any indication. And yes, she did wind up with Darcy at the end.
Oh my goodness.
Of course.
Oh my goodness.
Of course.
So I've been watching on YouTube American Viscountess,
Oh, yes. And you recommended her, and I've been watching.
and she started another channel which is called Julie in Italy. I'll tag these channels below in a bit. But I really like Julie. Her name is Julie Montague. Over there, she's real big into like reporting things too, but she's also huge into yoga. And she shows off her travels. But then I love that she shows the different historical homes.
Yes.
So Julie married into the Montague family, and that's tied into the Earl of Sandwich. I'm still learning all this. But she bought a house in Italy and she renovated it. And on her channel, I sent over the link for Aunt Lynn to watch.
Right, and I watched.
Well, she does charity shops, right, over in Italy. But she did one in England.
Right, this
Which has
particular-
reminded me of like when I would go charity shopping, which is, which is thrift store shopping in the United States, is what you call charity shop. And so she did this charity shop, and I sent it to you. What'd you think of that show?
Oh, I loved it. And then what she did, is, excuse me, she also was picking out items that she would put up for retail. Okay, but then she did a like I purchased this for similar to this for my home in Italy, and then she would flash over to her home in Italy,
Yeah.
and I found that so I got
But
to see
but
her
you
home
could
in
also
Italy.
buy things, right?
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
thank you for watching, Aunt Lynn.
You bought something?
I bought something,
Really?
and it's not for me.
What?
She doesn't know I set her up.
Oh no, I don't.
I set my aunt up.
Linda.
We just went down a thing. I asked all the right questions.
Aren't you glad I watched it?
I'm glad you watched it.
Some people go, oh yes, I'll watch it.
So Scott knows in on this.
Oh no, Scott.
Scott knows.
Oh no.
I'm gonna tag this link later because I hope Julie Montague will come back and watch this.
Oh, Julie, you have to.
I hope she does. I'll tag her, but I didn't want to tag her before because I didn't want like you to kind of guess as to what is going on. Oh yeah, and your son knows too.
He never said a word to me.
Hey Baba, good job. All
Baba.
right. I can't like
Oh well.
I
now
need
hold
a-
it before you do that. Let me figure out what she picked out because I know what she picked out. She picked out several items, but she picked out a box. I know that, and it was marble and it had insets. And then she picked.
She really did watch. Okay.
Yeah, and I think she picked out a tin.
She did.
Okay, and then she picked out. Okay, now my head's gone. She picked out a brass that you could put on your mantle. And she picked out 6 items. She was going for 5, and she picked out 6.
Yep.
Okay.
She did.
Okay,
All right.
that's my
So
brain.
I can't show the envelope because it has my home address on there. So
Oh.
I'm just going to show, you're going to see a bag, and I want Aunt Lynn to see the inside the bag. It's from England, is it not?
International, and it has King Charles.
Yes, Sir
It has
Grace.
King Charles.
It's
on
Sir
there.
Grace wants this because he wants the stamp.
Oh,
But-
okay.
But okay, so you can confirm.
Yes, that is
call
your-
me out.
yeah.
Call me out if I'm lying.
Right? No.
Okay.
And it even has USA on it.
Okay. So Aunt Lynn, I love you so much. We talked about something. Let me set this.
Oh, you got. Oh, it's the what she put on the mantle.
It's a horse brass.
Yes, it is.
And
Elizabeth II, Silver Jubilee, 1952 to 19. Oh,
I love you.
I love you. Well, Bubba and I say I love you more.
I love you more.
I love you plus.
I love you plus. Well, so this is a horse brass, and it was worn on the horses during Queen Elizabeth's 25th reign. She bought it at a charity shop. It was not hers, but she bought it to sell. And you can buy these items on Instagram. I paid more
and I
for
don't
shipping.
have Instagram.
Okay, well, I paid more for shipping.
Glinda.
So, and
I should say Glinda in your middle name, but I won't.
don't you dare. All right. So
I call you, well, sometimes I call you, just for fun, I'll call you Glinda May. That's
Linda
not
May.
her middle
It's
name.
not my middle name.
Whoops.
That way. There you go.
Okay. Oh my
So
gosh.
this is the card that it came with.
Oh.
This is Julie in her little convertible. Oh, there's some geese coming up. It says, "Dear Glenda, all the very best wishes, Viscountess Hinchingbrook." She's a Viscountess, so
Oh, Hinchingbrook.
Julie.
Julie.
Hope
And
you love this
hug, hug.
horse brass as much as I do. Kisses. That's
Kisses, isn't
That's
it? Hugs
kisses.
and kisses, yeah.
yeah. So there it is. And then that's my little card from her because I bought it.
Oh,
Isn't that
Glenda.
sweet?
I just saw her and she fell in love with it.
She did.
She just oohed and awed over this.
She did.
And she picked it up. You all, when you watch the video, you'll see that she picked this up. Now, she found others and she went, no, nah. Whoops.
No, she didn't. She picked
She
that.
picked this one up. And she found others, though, in another stack.
She did.
And she just said, nah. Oh, I got goosebumps.
She did. But the thing that I love about this is that, what did we talk about? just a minute ago.
Oh,
I asked,
about the horses, and I was raised on a horse farm. And I have to tell you all, when I was 16 years old, my uncle, he retired one of his horses. He was gelded. So he wasn't good for going out and having other, what do you call it when you have more babies? Anyway,
oh, real proponent of mating them.
yeah, anyway, he couldn't have any children. So he was gelded. And so somebody decided that we could maybe ride him. So my father, for my 16th birthday, he bought a saddle at an auction. And then also I got white cowgirl boots with the gold stitched Thunderbird on the front. If you don't think that I thought at 16
Oh, my.
I was something else.
You were big stuff.
I was hot.
You were
stuff.
hot and hot to trot.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
I love you.
Everybody send Glenda hugs and kisses for me to her, because she deserves 1,000 hugs and kisses for this.
Yeah. Well, I just couldn't say no to that. I saw that, and the first thing I went was, I
Wow.
got to get that for Aunt Lynn.
And I
had to go as fast as I could because the video dropped, and I was watching it, and I didn't know she was gonna like get more items. To be honest with you, because the first time she did it, the one before that, when she did a thrift haul, she did it in Italy. So most of her thrift hauls are in Italy. This just happened to be in England.
And
So the first one, she only did one item,
yes,
and then she sold it.
then she did
And then the second one, that's where this came with the 6. And then she's done another one in Italy. No, she went to France.
France is a good place. I
She
follow
did
a couple in France.
Do you really?
Oh, and they all the time thrift. Everything in their chateau is just about thrifted.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Stephanie and my Chateau Diaries.
yeah, Chateau
The
Diaries.
Chateau Diaries.
Yes.
Stephanie and
And they're English. They're not.
they're
not
from England.
French. Yeah,
Do
they're
you
English.
realize how many English people have moved from England and now live in France? Huge community.
A lot of people do.
Or from other European countries have moved to France.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know Julie said that she bought her house in Italy just before the shutdown, worldwide shutdown.
Yeah.
And she said she paid 200,000 euro, which really is not that much for a home. And she was honest about it. And then we got to go along. If you watch Julie in Italy, you get to watch the progress of it. And she just released her
put
kitchen.
that.
Okay. She just released her kitchen, her little Italian kitchen. And it's cute as a button.
That in her bathroom, and she took
Oh, my
slack over
gosh.
her bathtub. Now it's see what I told you. I get
You're fine. Have a drink. It's absolutely an awesome show.
she took criticism over leaving the sides rusted, but now it's coated.
Oh, yeah.
It's coated.
It's coated, but it gives it character.
It matches
Which I
the
love the
walls and
character.
everything. It matches everything in there.
Sometimes we rip things out too fast and we don't leave character in homes.
We do a
then
lot
we
of
have-
things too fast.
Yeah, and then it's like there's no something cool. Like Mom had a house in this town where I'm at. And you found it. Yes, Des, you'll enjoy it. She's really good. Anyhow, so she had a house here in this town that before they moved. And I loved, like, in the kitchen counters from the 60s, you take your
Everything
blender
was retro.
and you set your blender, like, on the countertop. Like, it's the mechanism is built into the little, where you set your blender top on. It was down in the counter and it was flat. I loved that. And the electrical was all up underneath the countertop. And then I loved how in the wall you could pull open the scale, and it would like fold up into the wall. It was so cool.
And her ironing board was in the wall.
Her ironing board was literally in the wall.
It came down.
And it was an older home, but just tons of character. And it was part of the Underground Railroad,
Yes.
which runs through this town.
Hi, baby.
Oh, here, let me show you what we're looking at.
Maybe some lettuce would be okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't feed them anything. Just let them
No,
have their
'cause they would.
nature.
Yeah, they would like be.
Yeah, let them have their nature. They'll find bugs and grass and whatever else they want. Lindsay, look, see, this one's got grass hanging out. Hello there, sweetheart. Hello. Hello. It's nice to see you. Say hi to everybody on YouTube. Hello. Oh, I don't know what that was. That wasn't for me. Hello, sweetheart.
Well, my tomato hit the table.
Oh. Well, I don't think that's what that was. Oh. So,
They don't
anyhow.
want it. Oh, don't eat that balloon.
Oh, I hope. Yeah, let's not eat balloons.
Don't eat the balloon.
I might have to go. Yeah, let me go pick that up and throw that away because I don't want him eating it.
No, no balloons today, baby.
All right, I'm going to throw this right here.
Right. Now, where we're at is the second shelter house, and it's down by the boat launch, right?
Yeah, there's a boat launch.
And
here, let me.
you can.
I don't know if you can see it,
Right.
but
And you can reserve this for free. You call the mayor's office, and his secretary puts you in the book, and one of the workers comes down, puts your name on the
and then there's a one of the library like
lending library
lending
right here.
library, an
Isn't
Eagle
that neat?
Scout project by Remington Tar, spring of 2022.
Isn't that cool?
That's neat.
Well, hello there.
Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Are you having a lovely day today? Are you having a lovely day? Would you like to be a YouTube person? Here. There you go. Show off your beauty. Bye, sweetheart. Saying hello to you guys, each of you guys. How sweet.
We have dozens of them here at this area.
Oh my gosh. And they're so friendly. I mean, as long as you don't go chase
And
them.
we have ducks, too.
Yeah, if you don't chase them, they'll leave you alone. Or they'll just come out and say hello, as they do. But let's see here. Sent our Air Force to protect you. Oh, good.
Here, you can scoot over.
I'm looking around for the rest of the Air Force. You know,
There you go.
I only see 2 officers reporting for duty.
Which one's the captain?
I think this one over here is in charge.
Are you a
'cause
major
giving
over here?
orders over here? This one over here is just too busy eating.
Oh, he is eating. He's just having a time.
I think that's a girl. Isn't that a girl? 'Cause this other one's this one. Well, no, maybe that's the boy.
I'm not sure, but don't they have a fluffy,
Hi,
what?
beautiful. Yeah, I don't know.
A
Hi,
fluffy
beautiful.
butt. They have a fluffy butt.
Hi, beautiful. I mean, this one's just like right up on me. Say hello.
Hello there to everybody.
Hello. Hello. We'll say hello. Are you having a good day, my darling? Sun is shining. Have you gotten any fish today? Not yet? Okay.
You're a long way from the water.
Yeah, let's not eat my bag.
Or the balloon.
Yeah, or the balloon. Let's move that back. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You are super friendly. Yes. Nope, we can't have the balloon. I'll move that way out of the way. We don't want you getting sick. Yeah.
Well, hello there.
My goodness. You got something to say? Okay. All right. Okay. Saying hi. There we go.
I have never, in all the years I've lived here, ever seen one come this close.
I am the crazy chicken lady. Probably knows I'm not going to hurt it.
Right.
Oh, I think my shoe's going to get packed.
Oh,
That's okay. I'm used to my chickens doing it.
he is just having a time.
He is
isn't
having
he?
it. I think he wants my lunch. Yeah, too cute. Yeah, look for a free handout.
Well, I have lettuce.
Oh yeah, the book. Oh,
I have lettuce. It is just lettuce.
okay. So yeah,
Okay, there's the
Honks
free handout.
going nuts. Yep. That is your Canadian Army. Well, I'm looking for the rest of them though. I think these 2 abandoned either that or they're scoping out the area.
There you go. There you
I
go.
think they're scoping out the area.
Honey, there's one little piece of lettuce left, and it's all plain.
This little guy is like really wanting. Oh,
There you go.
I got. Oh, okay. That's from my mom. Hey, mom, we've already given Aunt Lynn the gift. You want to show mom
Yes.
that you've got it? Mom's already seen it. I took it to her.
Oh, Mom. Anne. Isn't it beautiful, Anne?
You know, you could tie a really pretty ribbon on it
Mm-hmm.
and then hang it.
Oh,
somehow.
definitely. Definitely.
She recommended putting it on a shelf or something.
Well, I definitely will put it on my mantle.
Yeah. I thought it was sweet.
Peekaboo.
I wish-
they're playing. That one's playing peekaboo.
Oh, she came in early, so
Peekaboo.
I saw. Okay.
Okay.
You know, I wish that there was like 2 of them because that would have been cool to like have them as tiebacks on your curtains.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be neat? You'd have royal curtains.
royal. Well, I wanted to say though that your great grandfather, where he came from, the town that he lived in, his name, his actual name,
Yeah.
is the name of a town in England.
The last name is.
The last name is right.
I wish I had known all this.
You could have visited.
I started Ancestry when I lived over there. But it was kind of a new thing at that time.
Definitely was.
And not a lot of research at that time. I mean, it was like cutting edge. Oh, okay, Rebecca, thank you.
Is that Rebecca?
That's
Touched by
Rebecca touched my yarn.
Bye, Rebecca.
She makes the best. Oh, she said she put my package in the mail today. She's
Oh,
not
oh,
leaving.
oh, good. Don't leave. Okay.
Don't leave. But no, she makes the best scrubbies, and I love her scrubbies.
What about her hats too?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I've
they're
got 2 of
beautiful.
them at the house.
Remy had one on the other day. Beautiful.
But anyhow, so when I lived over there, I didn't have all that information. Otherwise, I would have gone to the town. I would have loved to have. And the other thing I found out on my other side of my family, so it's not you, that's the other side. I have a knight in my family that was buried 15 minutes from where I used to live at.
Isn't that something?
Now, how cool would that have been to go and see your family member
Absolutely.
who's
Absolutely.
a knight?
Right. Because that doesn't happen all the time to every family. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Sir Grace has a king in his, so he's always reminding me.
King trumps a knight.
King trumps a knight. That's exactly what he says. And I'm like, I don't care. I had a knight, and he was down the road from where we lived at. I could have known that. I found his location.
Right.
Let's see here. Let's see. Des says, Julie also has 2 Instagram pages. Yes. One for each channel. Yes, she does. And so the one, Julie in Italy, is the one, you can actually see the horse brass.
Yes.
If you go to Julie in Italy and look at the post,
Right.
and you can see the other items she had for sale. And I chose the horse brass because she loves horses and she loves all things England. Let's see here. You 2 are going to make me hungry, so I'm going to say goodbye and kisses.
Who is that?
That's my mother. We're having Taco Bell.
Right. And I had, which I really like, I had Crunchy Taco Supreme.
Oh, that's Teresa said I could be eating 2 tacos. To definitely be eating some tacos. AFK. Now listen, I'm really good in acronyms, but not in that one. You're going to have to spell that out.
AFK.
I don't know, I mean.
I know what KFC is.
You know, Jesse and Lisa, well, more so Jesse.
Yes.
He says, I go all the way to Kentucky
I know.
and I can't find a KFC. And I'm like, I found Colonel Sanders himself.
I know.
I actually went to the cemetery
Yes.
last week.
Yes.
I
Yes.
took it up with Mr. Colonel Sanders,
He's got
Mr.
a-
Harlan Sanders.
He's got a huge.
It's not, I mean, it's nice.
It's nice, isn't it? Yes.
It's nice.
It's
I wouldn't-
nice. It's not huge, but it's very nice.
Okay, so if his memorial was in any other cemetery that, like, around our place, oh, yeah, that would be considered huge.
Okay.
But in consideration of Cave Hill
I
Cemetery,
started to say, right, Cave Hill.
which is where he's buried at. He's buried at Cave Hill. It's average.
Average, right. Now, Muhammad Ali.
I went and saw
is there?
Muhammad. Yep,
He's
I went and saw
there?
Muhammad Ali
Oh, everybody
And I
that's a
thought that
who's who
was-
is there, right?
in this area. Oh, away from the keyboard. Oh, thank you, Des. See? Des speaks our language. Thank you, Des. The restaurant died in Kentucky after he passed away. I don't know. His wife has a...
Now, Claudia Sanders' restaurant is still open.
That's in Simpsonville.
Right, Simpsonville, Kentucky. Right, but now she had it separate from him, I do believe.
She did.
Right, so I don't know the story there. I don't understand
No.
it, but I know she still has one. Or she's not. But
I'm going to reach
hers
over.
is, yeah, hers is still going. And there's also, just for your information, there is a restaurant down around Evansville, Indiana, down in that direction. I don't even know the town.
Which isn't far from Paducah.
And the restaurant still has it. It's Abraham Lincoln ate in that restaurant, and they still have the room and the table that Abraham Lincoln ate at. I don't believe he was president at the time.
No, because his
Right.
childhood home is around
He
this
might have
way.
been. Was he?
He was born in Illinois, but his childhood home was in Indiana.
I know, and it's just amazing where he all lived at Kentucky. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
But I sometime want to travel there.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
And I really want that table. I want to set.
If we
where
come that
Abraham
far,
Lincoln-
we want that
I
table.
want that table.
Let's see here. They will never deteriorate because they embalmed him in 11 herbs and spices.
Bump.
And then Teresa says Taco Bell 30 minutes away. Ooh, that's a little bit of a distance.
Mine is about 5 minutes from my house. 4 minutes.
Well, where I bought this one was 45 minutes from my house.
But about, what, 4 from mine?
But I have, but now that was this Taco Bell, but we have one in where I live at, which is probably about 5 minutes as well from
Yes.
where I live at.
Yeah. Yeah.
I drove up here. But no, so I went and saw Muhammad Ali's. And
Site.
it was, I'm not I mean, just some
Right.
people like him, some people don't.
Right.
Not a fan of him.
You weren't into boxing necessarily.
Right. But I think his memorial is probably one of my favorites.
Wow.
There's 2 benches, like you can sit under these beautiful trees.
Uh-huh.
And now I did appreciate how that he talked about, giving back to the community.
Yes.
I appreciated.
Yeah.
And so there is a memorial there too that I can't remember what it says, but it was along the lines of be of service to somebody else.
Correct.
Which I think is awesome. And then he's just right there laid out. But you can see where he's at.
Yeah.
But it's done really pretty. And right now they've got all kinds of beautiful red and yellow flowers around. It's very pretty. But I had always wanted to go into the cemetery, which I guess maybe I should. I know I'm kind of weird on this. I'll admit to it. I like going to cemeteries and visiting them. But right next to Cave Hill Cemetery is one called Eastern Hills Cemetery. And it's got a horrible and very sad history to it. It is an abandoned cemetery.
Yes.
And the story is that in the 1800s and even into the early 1900s, when someone would pass away, they would wait, they'd bury them, and then they would wait till the family was gone, grieving. They were scoping these plots out, and then they would bury somebody else on top. This cemetery is not very big, and they're saying there's at least 200,000 people buried in this cemetery. At least. And then the other thing that's really sad is there's bodies everywhere, like all over. And as you're driving into it, like they put the road down, and then it's like this as you're driving. Guess what you're driving over?
People. Oh my gosh.
It's horrible. Well, my son and his Boy Scouts troop, they would do Eagle projects there.
Right.
And what they are under the University of Louisville. So I say this with caution, don't ever do this. But they are under the University of Louisville, who has all of the legal documentation. They've gone to court. They now are the owners of it.
Oh.
And there is a nonprofit called Friends of Eastern Hills Cemetery. And they go out and they do restorations under the university, under the umbrella. Okay.
Right.
So they do restorations. So these, the headstones are all, the ones that had headstones, they're all sinking below the ground.
Right.
So our Boy Scout troop would go out, different boys, and restore headstones as best they can. Well, since Sir Grace is a veteran, our youngest, both of my boys are Eagle Scouts. Our youngest wanted to take on veterans' headstones. And so it's just the one that the VA, in some cemeteries it's the footstone is what it is, but
Right,
there
right.
they used it as a headstone because of money. But so he raised headstones. They literally I went out to help too because they had all kinds of volunteers, and of course people from U of L and Friends of Eastern Hills Cemetery were there in attendance to make sure that it was done correctly.
Right.
But the boys literally would lift the headstones up, put them off to the side, and then they would add dirt and gravel.
Right,
And then
right.
they'd tamp it down real good.
Yes,
In between
yes,
layers.
yes.
And make sure it was level. And then they'd wash the headstone, make sure it was all nice and clean. There was no debris, no dirt, nothing on it. And then they would set it up a little bit higher so that way, off the level of the ground.
Right.
So that way it has a chance of not sinking back down again,
Right, right.
which is possible. It may have to be redone. And then to make it lifelong,
Yes.
then we used Find a Grave, which is
Oh.
.com, findagrave.com, and we took pictures of the ones that he did,
Right.
and uploaded it for families who are into research and looking up their loved one.
Now they can find it.
And now they can find them.
Ah.
But what's really sad to me, there's a story that I was told that because slavery was a big thing on the Eastern Hillside. These cemeteries are like this. I mean, you literally. When I first went down there, I pulled into Cave Hill Cemetery, and I called the mom of the project, who I'm friends with, and I said, "What the blankety blank are we doing?" In this cemetery? We don't need to be doing Eagle projects in this cemetery. And she goes, "Oh, you're at Cave Hill. Come out, take a right, and go back in to the next right." And that was just an eye-opening.
Right. It was night and day, wasn't it?
It was night and day. But anyhow, so there's a slave on the Eastern Hillside, and her master is on the Eastern Hillside. It's just the wall in between, because they wanted to be buried together, but they couldn't.
Right.
And so they're separated, and it's a really sad story to hear about.
There's many sad.
It
I'm
is,
sure.
but there's a lot of stories that they're uncovering of people who are buried there. But anyhow, so I've been in the one that was abandoned. I just had never really, other than just driving in and going, "What the blanket blank are we doing here?" And she's like, "Oh," but so last week I asked Sir Grace, we had some time between appointments, and I said, "Can I go into Cave Hill? Would that be something you'd be interested in?" He goes, "You can drive around. I don't care. I'll help you GPS what you want to see."
Oh.
And so he said, "But I'm not getting out." He just didn't want to get out of the car.
Oh, no, no.
That's fine.
Right.
So we killed an hour in the cemetery, and I'm driving around looking at different things. But yeah, okay. Let's see here. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You can visit his grave just under the tree. And you know what's interesting right now? Well, as of last week, it's probably gone by now. But when I took a video, and there was a beehive that they were trying to capture.
Oh no!
I'm not even kidding.
The bees are around
so they
them.
put the box up in the tree.
Yeah.
It's tied up in this tree trying to capture the hive. So
Nah.
speaking of stinging like a bee, thankfully I didn't get stung. I did see it. And then let's see here. Teresa says, "What a blessing. World's largest gravesite collection." Oh yeah, the findagrave.com. So if you're into ancestry, looking up your family, definitely Find a
And
Grave.
Find
is
a
great.
Grave is free.
It's free.
It's free.
Yep. Ancestry, you have to pay for a subscription.
Right. But
there's-
Find a Grave, you
then
can
there's
use that.
FamilySearch.org, and that's free. There are things that I found on FamilySearch.org with Grandpa's mom that I didn't find in Ancestry. So use both.
Okay, and I just want to say, speaking of my grandmother, your great-grandmother,
I'm gonna get me a drink. I'm gonna hold this still.
Okay.
Hopefully, go ahead.
Our my grandmother, my dad's family,
Yeah.
used to work for a very wealthy man in that town that they lived at in Kentucky.
In Kentucky, it's in the boondocks.
Right, but the wealthy man. So so they've worked for him, and when the man had a private cemetery there, just right in town. I mean, there's the courthouse. Then there's some mobile homes that
It's in
if
the
you knew the
city.
town, you'd know they have mobile homes right there in the town. And then there's a gate, and there's a cemetery.
There is.
Our family, my aunts and uncles, my grandma, they're buried. That rich man,
Great grandparents too.
yeah, said that my family, Glenda's ancestors, could be buried in that cemetery.
Yeah, which is
And
so nice.
I
'Cause
have a
our family
cousin-
was so poor we couldn't afford the R.
Right, and they have beautiful. They have really pretty headstones. I mean, for that area, they're really
Oh,
pretty.
it's a beautiful, and it's maintained
It's
really
maintained,
nice. Yeah,
and I don't know if it's
appreciate that.
maintained by the city because seriously, it
It's
could
right
be.
downtown.
Yeah, it
I
could
mean,
be.
you
Uh-huh.
kind of almost in the city center.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like it's a strange thing.
Got by the courthouse.
But
Yeah,
he used to own like most of the city, and it was farmland.
sure.
But they
back in the day,
right,
right,
and
and then of course it builds up as time
I
goes
think
on.
Grandpa worked for him for when he's just a kid, you know.
Probably.
And he said one time when it was so hot, and he was just a little boy working for him, and the man had cottage cheese,
Oh,
and Grandpa he ruined himself on cottage cheese, and you know, Grandpa never ate cottage cheese. He might have as he got older, but for years and years and years, you know.
Towards
because
the end,
that-
he was eating it because
Yeah,
he
but-
ate pineapple and cottage cheese together.
Yeah,
Grandma
I
got him to do
got
that.
She'd put pears and cottage cheese.
Yeah.
But for years he didn't because, you know, he's just a kid and
Yeah.
it was so hot. And that man had cottage cheese and he just floundered himself on cottage cheese.
Let's see here. And Jesse says, we will be in Kentucky at the Heartland Homestead
Yay!
picnic.
We're looking forward.
For Saturday, we will be staying in a hotel in Paducah.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited to give
Yeah.
Jesse and Lisa a hug.
I am too.
I genuinely am. I'm like, that's when I'm like the next big thing that's coming up. I'm counting down.
Right.
I
We
really
have it
am.
on calendars in my house, like in 2 calendars.
I'm just
and
hoping
3
I don't
calendars.
scare both of them.
Yeah. Just remember.
Can you handle
gentle,
this?
Gentle.
I know.
Gentle hugs.
Can you handle this, Jesse? Because I don't know. I mean, that's where that's the real
Restraint.
question.
Restraint.
I know. Gentle hugs.
Gentle hug.
Well,
Miss Lisa she's just had such a tremendous weight loss, you know.
Oh, yeah,
and
I gotta be-
So we have to
But
be gentle.
let me tell you, Lisa has just been such an inspiration to
Oh.
me. I'm on my own journey right now, and Lisa has been.
I am. Yeah.
You are.
Well,
but
my-
I talked to Lisa in private. You need to talk to Lisa too, because let me tell you, you want to get inspired by anyone. If you're
Yes.
trying to make a health change,
Yes.
and it has to do with weight, talk to Miss Lisa.
I will tell you, Miss Lisa, I'm working with the VA pharmacist and nutritionist, and I had a talk with the pharmacist yesterday.
Yeah.
He's a doctor. He's Dr. So-and-so, but he's never addressed himself as doctor to me. He calls himself Jacob.
Oh, yeah,
Now, my
by his first name.
nutritionist does not call him. I called him Jacob in front of her, and she went like, Dr. So-and-so? And I said,
Well, that's
I
'cause
don't
it's a
even know his
professional.
name.
It's
I
a
know.
professional. I
didn't
have
even
that-
know his last
I have that with the doctor too.
Right. So-
at the VA for Sir Grace. We're on first name basis.
I spoke to Jacob, the pharmacist, yesterday, and we're changing medication.
Good.
They will not prescribe me any injectables or any veteran.
It's not in the formulary. It's the problem.
Right. So they won't prescribe injectables. So, and I told him how what I need to kickstart my weight loss. And I said my nutritionist, her head would spin, which it involves not eating. and no, like having my shakes and then having a
Oh,
sensible.
you know what she wants is. Thank you. That was the alarm system going off. But the geese alarm system. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know.
Yes, a vehicle went by. Yes.
I think that's like how my chickens do. They do the alarm system if something comes by that shouldn't.
So,
But
he told me it was okay.
well, that's good. So are they gonna put you on a higher protein? Well, that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's what my nutritionist wants, but I told Jacob that doesn't work for me right now. I have
Oh.
to kickstart it with.
It takes time.
With like going 1,000 calories or 1,200 right now.
That's too low.
Well, I'm just saying I have to. He said as
Ooh.
long as I get my calories in, he.
No, you should be. I think you should be right around 1,800
Well,
at least.
for now, because when I lost all my weight before, I was doing around between 1,000 and 14, and that's when I got down to my lowest, which you remember 2 years ago, and I just do it for a while,
Okay.
And then I gradually
go up.
start. Yeah, then I start.
Yeah, because I
gradually.
really think you need about 1,800 just to live. I think
Right.
you need 1,200 just to live, to breathe, to sleep,
Right.
to eat, to do your basic.
Keep my bodily
For your height,
functions going.
I think you need at least 1,200. But to do this safely, I would say 1,800.
But I'm going to for a couple weeks cut it back
Okay.
for a couple weeks.
Okay.
And see if we can't. I've not been able to lose. I lose 3 pounds. I gain 3 pounds. I lose 2 pounds. I gain 2 pounds.
Break up with your scale.
I know.
Have a divorce. Let's have a divorce party with a scale.
With the scale, right? Because some people have divorce parties with divorce parties.
Well, I think people have divorce parties, but I'm talking about
That-
let's have a
just-
divorce
just
party
minute,
with
just
a
minute.
scale.
That is a new thing in the last 10 years, 15 years.
It is.
Divorce. They never had
It
divorce
is.
parties before.
It is. Let's see here. We're missing things. Hang on a second.
Go ahead.
5 days before I head to Alabama, tourist until Petals. Oh yeah, Petals of the Past is the same weekend, and as is the meetup in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Scott giving West in April further drive ever 2 states that he never got to go. Oh, that's awesome. You're gonna get to go. Yeah, I will scare Jesse.
Is that what he says or someone else?
I scared Scott. When we met him, I scared
You scared Scott?
Yeah.
Oh,
But he's-
Scott's such a big guy.
But-
I
and
mean, tall and handsome, and you didn't scare him.
I think I did.
I think I probably.
I scared him. That's why
Between the
he's still.
three of us, we probably scared him.
I scared him because you know what? Now he's my big brother.
Yeah.
He has to keep me close.
Yeah.
And then Jesse says, "Bring it, girl." Well, I'm a big hugger. And
yeah.
let's party, Sir Grace. Yeah, Sir Grace isn't watching, but I'll let him know that you said party, party, party.
Is that Jesse?
No, that's Scott.
Scott.
He said
see,
party.
I can't see.
Okay, it's okay. I have my bifocals on.
You
But-
do?
Yeah,
You do. Oh,
I
you
do.
do. See,
have
I
my
can't see.
bifocals.
Even with my bifocals right here, I'd have to go like.
I do that too, but now, okay, so here's my problem. So okay, so it happened on Saturday with the giveaway. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was wearing these. These are not my readers.
Right.
And so I noticed I went back and I'm doing this, trying to read.
Yes. Oh.
And so I ended up going to get my other ones, and I changed out my glasses so I could actually see the chat because
Good
I'm
news.
blind as a bat. Oh yeah.
We're going to have internet by tonight. We're going, yes, thank you. We thought we could live off of hotspot because our internet there's only one provider. Well, okay. There's a local company.
A crummy provider.
No, well, my brother Morris likes them, right? But
He
they're
ain't watching this. It's a
no,
crummy
but
provider.
Anyway, there's one. It's dominated by one. It's dominated. There we go. It's dominated by one huge company, and the price went way over 100 for us. And the cameraman and I just can't keep that up.
No, it's too
Not when it
expensive.
kept going up.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
So we went out, and then we found out you can't live without internet.
No, you really
I can't
cannot.
post my son's messages on Sunday from the church.
Oh, that's a problem because you manage
I haven't
the
posted.
Facebook.
I haven't posted for 5 or 6 weeks now. I said sorry. We'll be back soon. So anyway,
Well,
we're
now you're going to get to do that. Now I expect all of
the
pastors'
messages. It'll
messages
be right up to date,
put up on Facebook so I can go
Right.
back and watch.
so you can watch. And then I try to send you all the bulletins via
Yep, I'm getting
email.
them. Yep, I'm getting
Yep.
them email. Mhm.
And what else?
You're getting ready to do a clothing giveaway.
We're
at the
going to have a
church.
clothing giveaway. We
I
have
think
a
that's so
problem.
nice.
We have a problem. We have no children's clothing. So I'm wondering if that place where we love would either donate me a couple bags, or if they would sell them at a reasonable
Gold price.
price.
You should go in and talk.
I am today because we're going down to that area to pick up our equipment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Down there
Yeah.
by Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Well, so the church does a clothing giveaway, which is a
free, and we
Free.
have household items. It's for the community. Anybody,
yeah, and so anybody
And-
who needs it can come in and
anyone can come in.
shop, but there's no price.
There's no price, no. Then in October, we're going to have a pastor appreciation. All the churches will have pastor appreciation Sunday.
Right.
That's a nice thing to let your pastor know you appreciate them.
I just thunk him over the head. I'm the big cousin.
Yeah, yeah, you'll have to come. There's a dinner.
I'm his big cousin. I'm the oldest.
And then in October, I think you may be able to come. There's a ladies' day, half a day retreat. So I'm
I
hoping.
can't say what's going on. It
Right.
just, but I do have a huge family change in October.
Okay.
So that's might be what holds me back.
Oh, I hope not.
You know what I mean? The big family.
Yeah, yeah.
Change.
But maybe not,
I don't know. We'll see.
because that's my birthday. So you have to.
It's right.
I'm teasing
That's
you.
right on the date.
Oh,
That's
is it? Been
kind of
moved?
close? No.
Oh.
But it's close. So I'm on standby.
Right, right. But
Phone call. I'm out.
right.
Peace out. I'm
Oh,
out.
absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Hopefully you can not get a call until after. Hopefully.
okay. We'll have to
Hopefully.
take it up with the family member.
Oh, no. Shit, that baby, that is coming when things happen or are going to happen.
Yeah, things are gonna happen when they happen.
That's
Let's
right.
see. I run off hotspots for cable over 100 here. Okay. So cable is over $100 where Scotty's at. I go and post Bible verses on Facebook and spend most of my time on YouTube.
Yeah, I can do that on my phone. I can watch anything on YouTube on my phone because I have good, right? I have good.
Yeah.
I watch all my shows like like I can watch Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. I can watch everybody.
Oh, yeah. I'm always lurking. I typically podcast style
Uh-huh.
a lot of channels.
I
I've
did-
been doing that because like too many medical appointments.
Right.
And I'll take my earbuds with
I
me.
know you have a lot, right? In fact, your mother Ann and I haven't been doing it, but we have a calendar and it coordinates.
Yeah,
where we're
we
at
share a calendar.
because
a Google calendar.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, I had to talk with Mom, and she asked me if I want to do something over the weekend, and I said I really just want to sit and rest. I think I've got a baby quilt that I
Oh,
need to
yes.
finish up. It's sitting on the sewing machine, so I'm hoping to be able to kind of at least get that done. I have a lot of sewing projects. In between, I've been going to the Goodwill bins.
Yes, and your mother is into it now.
Yeah. So you have to wear gloves at the Goodwill bins. But I have to tell this one haul, and then we're going to have
Go
to get
ahead.
off of
Yes,
here.
yeah.
But I went, and I got Sir Grace a brand new dress shirt. Still with the paper, the cardboard, and it's still all pinned down. Brand spanking new. And then I got a curtain, like just a
Yes.
sheer,
Yes.
and that's all I wanted was a sheer. And let me think. I got a basket a really pretty basket, like new condition. I'm gonna
Yes.
go ahead and disinfect it. I haven't done
Oh,
it
of
yet, but I
course.
have a way I disinfect things. So I'm gonna disinfect it. And then I got a tablecloth, that I'm gonna use as material.
Yes,
'Cause
you
I'm
told
gonna
me you're looking for material.
Yeah, because I want to make some like antique-y looking aprons for when I'm cooking, like the kind that crisscrosses in the
Yes,
back.
yes.
But I want to use like the really pretty old tablecloths.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Old.
Like the kind with the
Like
cherries
your grandma.
and the fruit. And
Your grandma would cross stitch it.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for and so I found not quite one with this cross stitch, but a really pretty one. Take a guess how much I paid for it at Goodwill bins. All of it. Brand new shirt.
Okay.
A
$10.
sheer. Nope.
Okay. $8.
Exactly.
$8. Oh, I was going to say 7.
That's
at
with
first.
tax. It was $8.
Wow.
All in $8.
I spent 15 there recently, and I came home with a haul.
So I was talking to the people at Walmart because they're having a clearance. If you are a sewer, at least our Walmart is doing this, but they're getting rid of the bolts of fabric. So the fabric that's on the bolt, $2 a yard. $2. And I used my Walmart app to make sure that it was because Jesse said, use your Walmart app because make sure you're getting the cheaper price.
Right.
So I used my Walmart app. Oh, Aunt Lynn, I may have gone crazy.
Really?
Yeah, this whole winter I have plenty of fabric to play with.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
You
so-
can't beat that.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So while gardening season's asleep,
Yes.
I'm gonna be sewing. I miss it. I just got a new sewing machine. My one from 20 years ago killed over.
Right.
So I'm like,
Yay.
So time to sew again. All right,
Well,
you guys.
everybody.
Well, we're going to get off of here. We got to do some thrifting.
Yeah, and I'm taking you, I think, have you been to a place called This and That?
Nope.
I'm taking her to a new place. It's I
Sounds like
like
fun.
it.
Sounds like fun.
And your cousin likes it really well.
Is it like antique stuff?
There are antiques and there are
Thrifty?
thrift, and it's very neat and clean.
Oh, I like that. It's already...
It's owned by a nice lady and her husband. Actually, they live in the building, and her daughter
Oh.
and husband and 2 children live in the building. So it's a family that live in the building, and then the parents, I do believe it's the parents who actually own it.
Okay. Well, I say we're going to go on to This and That. So you guys, thank you for hanging out
Thank
with
you.
us.
It's been wonderful
We hope you have a
having lunch.
wonderful day. Be kind to one another. You don't know what somebody's going through. Right?
Yeah, that's right. And
Granny
give,
kisses.
And give a smile.
Yeah. Hit that like
Bye.
button on the way out. Y'all have a good
Bye.
day. Bye.